everybody? Welcome back. Got another episode of 97 Til Infinity for y'all. And by the time you're seeing this, it's been about 24 hours or so. But draft lottery just happened in real time for us. Guys, I guess Dallas got, just
That was
ultimate luck.
we all ultimate luck. We
I
all
mean,
figured
I
that
know. They had
they
the
were
best
gonna
odds.
get the
Let's be
number
real.
one pick.
I mean, yeah, I also was worried because LA didn't get the number one pick. You like remember last year, Cameron
That is
Brink and
true.
Paige was a huge thing.
Yeah, good point. But yeah, the back to back. Well, it combines the records of the last 2 years, which I don't know how I feel about that. 'Cause I feel like even though for us we kind of did have a rebound season by the end, it kind of gave well Connecticut per se, even though Chicago has our pick, it gave us like no shot at all. And
Mm.
I was like, that feels a little weird. And if you are Chicago, that is a rough way to go out where your actual pick is second, and now you technically flew back three spots. So it's been a little rough. But I feel like the biggest thing to me to take away, speaking of Chicago's pick being Minnesota's, I feel like Minnesota should trade their pick. But the issue with that is I was like, oh, they should trade it for somebody. But I'm like, wait, everybody in creation is a free agent.
Literally.
So I don't know how you would go about that until after free agency and like a week before. So then also I can't say like you should trade for this person here or something because I'm just like I don't know who's gonna be where.
But I don't remember if it was Chene or Rebecca made a good point about how the Dallas Wings are going to be looking forward to build towards that dynasty, and
Yeah.
any player that's what top 5 in the draft can fit into Minnesota. I don't necessarily think that they're going to not re-sign everyone, especially, we don't know what's going to happen, but say if it's going forward, come to an agreement and they re-sign everyone. I truly believe that they want someone that can shoot,
Well,
because I felt like in their run, they relied so much on fee, either someone who can shoot or a big.
and
Yeah.
my thinking is for them, with all due respect, why get a top tier rookie that's gonna end up basically playing your seventh or eighth person off the bench when you can trade it. Because all reality, the idea of the capital, like for instance,
Right.
like my idea in my head, like let's say everybody resigns back to where they are right now. Uh,
Hmm.
Respectfully, if I'm Morgan Tuck right now, I would low key try to ship off Mabry and one of those other first round picks and just go make a big move. Now I know that isn't a wild statement, but to me, I'm like,
When you met, but that's okay. But in the package, it's like, who do you have? You would have to package her with someone else to get a bold, big move.
but I'm saying like
Just
from
because, what, 12 and 15?
yeah, but I'm like, if you take that 12th pick, you take Marina Mabry, and and maybe even even maybe even like a future first or something, and just go get somebody. Like for instance, like I mean, we have Layla, right? We have Sanaya, Anissa, right? We have Elite Edwards. We have like the pieces of a team. I'm like, just go get one of those other people just to be a bigger part of this building and
Right.
and use one of the vets. Whereas Minnesota, they could just use a vet off their bench right now, or take maybe and put her in the start line. Because for Minnesota, like you're gonna basically draft like Az Fudd or the big from Spain, and they're basically gonna now be a rookie who's top three pick, and you're gonna basically probably at best see like 15 minutes a game. I think you can
I
get so
mean,
much more worth by trading them than having them sit on the end of your bench.
I definitely agree with that. Nafisa Collier needs help, like period. She's like there's no post help with her. Yeah,
No.
Alana Smith was defensive player of the year, co-defensive player of the year, but she's not a huge scorer that Nafisa needs.
Right.
I think a cool idea would be so in my opinion, Dallas cannot draft AZ
No.
unless they trade their guards for a big. They need a big. They just don't have it. Look at their roster. It's JJ, Zaza. Like they just don't have as many bigs in their roster right now.
And
So
then,
an
like, what do they
idea,
consider Lee the big? Isn't she recovering
Well,
from
I mean, I'd
injury?
say
yeah,
her,
but like
her
the only
or
one.
Haley Jones, but
That's not a big. Like
But we
pick
don't
yeah,
know
three.
if but
Haley's a forward at
we
best.
don't know if yeah, and we don't know if she's coming back.
But say Dallas drafts Lauren Betts,
Hmm.
Minnesota drafts AZ. Minnesota could work up some trade here maybe a three-way team trade or something to get
Yeah.
that veteran player that you guys are talking about. A veteran big is what they need right now
Hmm.
Okay, so
to
then
win that
this
championship
so
and get over the
now
hump.
so now to that, I would also say if not Marina, what if we traded Tina? I just feel like for Connecticut, this is a move you should just be making. I really
Leaving. Be for
I
real. She
very much
wants to stay there.
I very okay.
I just think because it's closer to home, that's just
Yes.
not
Now,
gonna.
from their side, I don't see why they would want to leave Connecticut. But from if you're Connecticut from a business side here, this is it's just let's just you know what I mean. Let's not be honest. Some of those
Right.
GMs do not care. From a business side, you take one of your vets. They've did their time here training up the youngins. You could really ship them off, get another young into the mix. And I mean, or hear me out. We even just get the big from Spain. Where you see what Layla did for us, and I assume we're going international in some aspect because it seems like what Rashid's kind of doing is bringing that international flow here anyway. Get someone who's used to it. I'm hear me out. I feel like for Minnesota you don't really need to pick. And I feel like for Connecticut we are pretty much putting the buildings of a young team together instead of having these two back of the first rounds. And let's just be honest. After the first 10 picks, your shot at staying on a roster sometimes is slim to none anyway. So one of them
Right.
just might get cut anyhow. Why not just kind of go all in on getting someone real big to add to this rotation here?
Mhm.
For me, I think out of the top 5 teams, I feel like the only team like that needs a lot is Seattle.
Yeah,
Because
but
it's like, what direction are they going now? They have a new coach.
Mhm.
We don't know what they're even looking for.
yeah. Also,
So it's
too,
like as to like what's going to fit, what's going to work with the 5 players that are top 5, but we don't even know what their system's going to look like right now.
well, and then
Mhm.
the best part with everybody's team is we don't know who's even gonna stay because now when you once this if this thing gets signed and everybody's a free agent, the ability for anybody to go anywhere is very insane. And that's where, like I said, for in all these trades and stuff, like a team could pretty much throw some bigger change at somebody and really go make a big move and splash. And so who really knows? Because I mean, per the last CBA, if we're gonna go off the assumed, they said they can give a million to multiple people, and I'm like, what if you kind of try to sign your like Minnesota tries to sign their entire squad and only puts the fee on the 1.1 million, and then tries to go get somebody else huge to go pair with her
Mhm. I
Right.
agree.
and still keep McBride and Courtney and all the necessary people. So who at this point, as I feel like we've joked often with the CBA, once this thing is signed, that's when we can really move forward with whatever else
Yeah.
is going to happen. And we kind of joke like, why do the draft now? Because part of my ideas all kind of hinge on, all right, we have to see where this all goes after free
Right.
agency and the CBA thing because it's just so insane. I will also laugh though. I feel like of all the people, I feel like Flage going to Chicago just makes sense in my brain. I only say that because the only person that would make more sense for me would be Olivia Miles, but I don't think she's dropping the 5.
What are we
And I
making this
don't
the LSU team? Like,
and I
That's why I
don't
said
think and I
that's the
don't
only
think
thing.
that Big Four wants to go to Chicago.
I don't know who wants to go where, but I just at this point I just feel like the LSU sky might as well happen. I just feel like of all the options, let's just be if you look at the
LSU
5
sky.
prospects, right? If you look at the if you look at the 5,
The LSU
the
Sky.
LSU
It's
sky.
crazy
I
work.
mean, if you look at the top 5 though, I feel like Bet's got to go one. And once again, I don't think she's dropping. I argue I don't think Miles is dropping. Neither is Fudd. Like them three are guaranteed to be somewhere in that top 4. When you got the big from Spain at Fam, I think is how you say her last name, and then you got Flage. I'm like, well, you don't need another big. You already have Camilla and Angel. That's like you don't need another. So it's like you have to go guard. And so that's why I'm just like at this point I think Big Four ends up in Chicago. Don't know what fits best for Miles. I feel like Seattle wouldn't be terrible, but I don't. But when you already have Skylar Diggins kind of at your sort of point guard ish spot, I don't know. It's same thing because same thing with the Mystics when you kind of have Amore coming back. I'm
Right.
like, what? Where do you kind of slide her in at? That's why I feel like trades would go real wild out here, but I don't
But that's
know.
why they said free agency is going to be an even bigger discussion because of all the free agents we have, this draft class, and where everyone's going to land.
Yes, this is definitely going. This will go down in history as I think maybe the wildest offseason in their league's history.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
scared. I'm kind of scared.
Aren't you though? Because at any moment there's going to be a very
I'm
wild move.
excited.
Well,
I mean, we
it's a
had
state of
wild
excitement.
moves last year. We
Yeah.
had AT go to Phoenix. We had Dewana sign with Indiana. So I'm pretty sure we have Sid Carlson went to Indiana. So I'm
Nah, my
pretty sure
bingo card was
exactly. So I
But
don't
I feel like
think
this will top it. This will some. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a big perennial all star who's going to switch teams that no one's going to see coming. I don't know who, I
I
don't know
mean,
from where, but I'm telling you right now, I guarantee somehow, some way, one of those huge all stars are going to switch teams and go take a big $1 million contract somewhere else. From where? Couldn't tell you, but I have a feeling in my gut that's what's going to happen,
mhm.
and
And
it's gonna be crazy.
it's gonna be fun. I'm not scared. I'm like kind of excited for it because every team has to make moves to beat who. And I want to see what they put together to make that team, well, the roster, I should say, to compete with the Las Vegas Aces.
You know who's gonna
well,
be? I thought about it. You know who's gonna be the big moves? It's gonna be New York's gonna implode because they lost Sandy.
mm,
I don't think they're necessarily going to make big moves. I think they're necessarily going to make moves that, why are you doing that?
But I
mm,
feel like all their vets are all gonna peel out of there. I
We'll
think they're all
see.
gonna. I think they're gonna dip.
I
Speaking
I
mean,
of New
mean,
that's
York,
you know the standard in New York championship.
right.
NWSL they just won last night.
I I really do think though that I think Stewart and Enescu and John Quell might be out of there. And as we
Not
laugh about,
Stewie. I
Ooh.
don't think Stewie.
I don't
you don't
think
think
Stewie's
so?
gonna. No.
No,
I
her
mean
family. She's got kids and her family's there.
I mean, hey, Toronto ain't that far. You know what I mean? Take a quick little mill, get a passport. You know what I mean? You can fly home.
Ooh, we
You can
shall
fly
see.
home.
It's
Okay.
gonna
You can
get
fly home. You can
right.
fly home. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm just saying.
That's
Nah,
just.
but we
It's gonna be
well,
fun.
yeah,
We're
and
in for a time.
we are. And as my usual
The
transition goes,
Texas gonna.
speaking of New York, as my usual transition goes, so New York's hired their coach, and I say, here we go again. Shout out the song from Portrait, you know.
Who?
Um, oh, the song from
No,
Portrait.
no, the coach. Who?
Oh, I'm not even. I'm not
Oh
even.
man,
I'm first of
I
all.
just have to say something.
Yep, go ahead. See, I'll give it to you first.
please.
Because why now that the W is popping, all you men want to come and be coaches? Go back to where you were. Because all of a sudden we have all these men interviewing for jobs in the
Yeah,
W. Where have you been when it wasn't on TV? Where have you been when the big names that we already had are even bigger now and the new names coming in? Now you want to be coaches. I don't get it.
yeah. I don't get it either. I mean, Asia wasn't a big name at all, and look at her now. That's the thing. No one paid attention. Now they all want to be involved because there's money all of a sudden. And I'm like, what makes him more qualified to coach the New York Liberty than, say, Christy Tolliver, who played in the WNBA, has been an assistant coach for numerous years now. Like
Or their coach they had, who was the winning coach in New York history.
that too. That makes no sense to me. Like whatever. They want to. They're not beating Vegas by getting rid of a championship coach who won championships in Phoenix too. Like I don't.
I mean, when they said we're going for a new direction, I said, there's no way you truly felt firing your coach was a new direction for this man. This is, remember what I said, what I want to ask these people these questions because you really thought that was true.
No,
Like,
they
come
said
on. Now
they,
it
they
blows
said
my mind. Like, what direction are you trying to go into?
no, they said we're gonna grab one of Steph Curry's assistant coaches. Maybe Sabrina
I
will
don't
stay
even know
then.
him on the Warriors. God.
Maybe Sabrina will stay then. But like that makes no sense. She's not staying because of that. Like
Listen, at least I know the Cavs coach. Him, Warriors, we know what they did. We know they had the Splash Brothers. They have crazy Draymond. I don't know this man. And I watch NBA. I don't know him. Oh God. This frustrates me. I'm sorry.
If I
Well,
may
maybe we
go.
should start taking over the NBA then. Chrissy Tolliver, go to coach in the NBA. We'll take
But
all their coaching.
they would never let that happen though. That's
I
the
know.
thing.
I know. It's messed up.
If I may go, and I laugh only because I very much am very puzzled by this. I can't lie. I had to look up his name. That's what I was doing. It's Kristen Marco. My confusion here is the same confusion I have across many sports, but now in a weird, like, different way. I always feel like the best idea for a coach is someone who best fits, like, the same vibe your team is. I argue that people who used to play in your league are sort of the best coaches. I think of, for instance, your Steve Kerrs, your Doc Rivers, Phil Jackson when he even
Whoa.
played. My thing,
Not
hey,
necessarily say that, but you know.
my thing being someone who played in your league. I feel like at this point, just already hiring just men for this, to me, I don't really agree with from the jump.
It don't even feel
Wait,
right.
wait, but then I'll even say this to go even a step further. When you have a league that is around, I don't have an exact number, but I'd argue like 70% black women, and you don't have not one black woman coach, to me is insane. No disrespect to Stephanie White and Becky Hammond. They played, so they kind of still fit in the rule. No beef. But I'm just still, that to
Mhm.
me is wild. When you have a league like Unrivaled who has half the teams and has like way more, it's
I feel like
insane.
it's balanced there. You know, they didn't
Yes.
start off with just women or just men. They start off with men and women
Mhm.
in their inaugural season. And it's just like to speak to that point of not having no black representation as a coach when, like you said, 70, I probably would say 75% of your athletes are black is crazy, especially in the world we live in today.
Well, and
Because
that was
it's
my
Yep.
thing. Because that's the same problem. That's the same beef I had with the NFL for a while. I mean, still kind of do. And I said, like, in others, I have the same beef where I'm like, you're at this point too, as a coach, when you're a player, you've been through what they've been through. It's the same reason why I love Dawn Staley in the program she's running at South Carolina, because it's like I've been in your shoes, so you can relate to them. This is not
mhm.
no random person being like, I this is X's and O's. Here's what I think. When it's like, well, no, you've been here. Same
Mhm.
reason why, I mean, shout out Chris Paul. Like, I think he's gonna be a great coach one day. Sort of the same idea. And the thing is, if there wasn't people who were gunning for these jobs, I'd be like, okay, I guess. But it's not like we don't have Noel Quinn sitting around somewhere who could have a job. Weatherspoon, Lisa Les, Christy Tolliver, as you mentioned, Gabby. Like, I don't
Brianne
understand.
January.
Yes, like there's
I
so
just don't get it.
they're
Yeah.
all out there. It's not even like they're not trying to coach. You just don't want them, and I don't understand how. When, as we kind of joke, but it's basically at this point, you'd argue one of the greatest dynasties currently going on right now have a former player that is a coach. You'd think you'd follow suit, like just,
But you see what she said is they invested in her. They know that creating a dynasty doesn't happen overnight. You're going to win some and you're going to lose some, but you can't give up. You got to continue to grow that dynasty. And they want a quick fix. Bringing in a man coach is not a quick fix. You're not going to get a championship by bringing just a man coach. That it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
We'll
I
see.
want them to give Teresa Weatherspoon a chance.
I feel like she
Someone
deserves a
just
second
because
chance.
she got one season, injuries, they're rookies. What do
I
you
just don't even think
expect?
she was given a fair shot.
She
Yeah,
wasn't.
that's what I mean
No,
because of all
she
those
honestly wasn't.
circumstances.
She honestly
It's not
wanted.
fair.
She wasn't really given a fair shot, and from what I've heard, that team was a bit of a wild roller coaster of a team. But still, to not give her more than a year to figure it out, to me, didn't
Especially
make
when you
sense.
see how much an impact she was to some of the players. It's just like that
Hmm.
matters as a coach. That
She
matters.
believes. She believes in her players, and that's important.
Yeah, it was wild, and I just I feel like when you, like I said, when you have the candidates to coach, like why not pick any of them? To me, it is almost like it's like upsetting in a way because I feel like there was such, and I remember we even joked like as much as Connecticut has Rashid and I have no beef with Rashid, we're winning. I remember joking with C mid-season and saying when Lisa Leslie was on the pod and was like, "Oh, like I some teams interviewed me," and I remember saying to C in the middle of that losing streak, I was like, "Money swear, if I find out that we could have Lisa Leslie here, I was like, I'm gonna be sick." Like I remember feeling like, and I'm like, granted, like hindsight 2020, we're looking good, cool. I'm not like saying we got to kick all the dudes out, but I just feel like when you can get like some of these great coaches who've been there in the shoes with the players and have the same experience as an assistant all these years, I don't understand why we're not doing it.
There's a lot of things we don't understand from the
Yeah,
W. So
yeah.
here
I
we
mean,
are.
I could honestly joke and just be like, they just not progressive for real. You know what I mean? Not to be that guy, but they just, even with the
They're not.
pay, they're not progressive. And speaking of pay, that league that's out there handing out millions over there, they done signed a couple more people, folks. I just, it's getting a little wild out here. As if you're not catching my drift, Project B, since we've last recorded, I want to say, have now announced Jewel, Cardoso, Saloon, and Lee. They might have signed Jewel last time we were on here. I can't my
I
time.
think it was after we got off.
I think so. My timeline's a little skewed on that one. But for that league that's handing out some millions and millions. No, I mean
A
not millions.
milli, a milli, a
You know what I'm
milli, a
saying?
milli.
We have
Yeah.
too many $1 million references over here, but must be the money, man. Oh man, listen. I almost want to pitch a very fun question to y'all. 'Cause I remember a few episodes back we joked about Unrivaled lacking star power. But now that Project B has swooped in and pretty much paid money and snatched up some star power, do we think Project B will have more star power than Unrivaled when it's all said and done here when they start next year?
I mean, going back to what I said, I think it was last episode about how Unrivaled would be for the NIL era players. I think it would just be different, a different type of star power. It's like the young stars. Um, but I I am worried, I'm gonna say, because like some of the bigger stars, they're definitely gonna snatch from Unrivaled that are more veteran or mid-career players. Um, I mean, how can you say no to the money? Again, you can't blame them. Like, I mean, I would think it.
I've always said, I can never blame somebody for getting their money. Now, I get the whole behind who might be funding and the ethics. I understand where people are coming from, but since you're not, to me, unless they're gonna make me be like, go that country, hoorah, hoorah, I don't see the beef with playing basketball and making some money from it. And then
I
getting some
think
equity too. Like, come on, this is.
I think Project B, just like Unrivaled, has great representation because Project B is going after the players that they know that do not mind being and playing overseas.
Mm, that's true.
So just like Unrivaled with the way they do marketing, that comes to us and that fits who? The new NIL era and who being sponsored by. So I just think it's both teams and organizations are very strategic and who they're going to approach, who they want. And it's like, okay, I already play overseas all the time. What's more? Now I can do it for $1 million. Yeah, no problem. But they're not going to go and approach someone that is part of the NIL, excuse me, era. Someone that's all into TikToks. Like, I don't think that's what they want.
I'm sorry, I'm over here
Yeah,
being a fool doing the money
it's
signs. It's just
it's
funny.
different. It's a different vibe. I
Yes,
know
it's
what
a
you mean.
very different vibe. Excuse me, I was choking. It was definitely a different vibe for Project B, and it's a different vibe for Unrivaled. And whoever's on their marketing team, I think they do a great job what fits both of their missions.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, does Project B have a mission yet? I don't
Well,
know.
I was gonna say, I don't know if y'all saw it, but Elena Beard had an interview,
Oh, yes,
and
yes.
when they mentioned Saudi, that she started flipping and dipping some of them answers. I can't lie, and she kind of tried to focus on the fact of like, well, their promotions and I forget how she worded it, but it was very much like let's not focus on who's funding us. Let's just focus on we paying these players and playing internationally, and we're playing around the world. Now I was just like, well, that didn't really help your case of why people have beef with what's going on over there right now. I was like, from a PR standpoint, if we're trying to get ourselves out of the Saudi jam, as I will now probably call it, that didn't really do her the favors that she was probably hoping. But besides, I'd argue the few people here in America, I feel like internationally, I don't like how much beef is there really going to be. I wouldn't know. And at this point, as long as people are showing up when they go play in all these different cities and kind of travel across,
Especially
like who
the
cares?
kids. When you
Yeah,
see when you have a fan that's from a different country, I feel like that is like, oh, okay. So I feel like they feel like they have sometimes, I don't know necessarily have to, but just to give them fans a chance to see them.
Hmm. Good point. The representation is definitely important. So, I
And I
mean,
think that's
it
why
might help.
but Project B is put out there to change the representation of what it already has.
Hmm.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, representation is definitely a big thing. Because I'd argue, like, the coolest thing that the W has done in the past is those camp days and for those kids. And I feel like from us just
Hmm.
covering how many times I've seen all these children waiting for autographs and how, like, I feel like that's the part that matters. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Especially when you're trying to build a brand for the future. Getting someone at the age of 7 to be like, I remember this as a kid and I love it and I'm still watching it as an adult. Like, that's where you win some people over. Like, respectfully, them old people on them keyboards on Facebook, like, whatever they want to all complain
Right.
about how no one's watching, but it's maybe just you not watching for real, sir. You know what I mean? I just keep it a buck. Like, and I feel like for that, like, they are definitely kind of heading in the right. They're heading in the right direction. I said the only thing they got is that Saudi jam. That's the one. That's the one blemish I'd argue with them right now. Besides that,
Hmm.
I feel like they're kind of right on the same pace as Unrivaled and AU and all these other off-season esque programs that are just putting some people on the court. Come show up and watch them, play, and let's have some
Hmm.
fun. But that blemish though, boy, I tell you. But hey, I mean, you throw some money at people. I mean, they're gonna get, and especially too, like you said, it was purposeful who they signed because they had a bunch of global folk. Because like Saloon's French, Cardoso's Brazilian, they don't care. They already play overseas for like the Americups and the whatever have you anyway. So they're like, yeah, I'll go overseas from now. I'm gonna do the same thing I'm gonna do anyway. You gonna give me a couple millions of dollars and give me some equity and whatnot in
Come
the
in.
world.
That's why I said it fits the
Listen,
what they want each way, and it works out for the both of them. Now, when they come back to the W, I don't know how that's supposed to work in all that time, but we'll talk about that when we get there.
right? But I'm just saying, like Gabby said, they're like, yo, you gonna play in France and Portugal or whatever. We give you $1 million. I'd be right there, like I'd be right there too. I'd be signing it. I'm not gonna lie. I would. My morals might be making some folk mad, but I know I'd be right there signing that contract too.
Right?
I'd be
Sign me
right.
up.
That'd be me.
You-
That would be me.
Yeah.
But now to the part I dread the most on every show we have. See, I believe you have a start bench cut for
I
us.
have two today for you guys.
Hey.
Okay. And we're going to start with the draft edition since we had a lottery draft today. So we are going to do start bench cut draft edition. We are going to do the 2025 draft. That's Paige, Kiki, Sonia, Sanaya,
Oh,
Anisha,
I thought that was the
Georgia,
three.
Amor, Za.
Oh
Then we
yeah.
have the 2024 draft where we
Oh
have Clark, Angel Reese, Cameron Brink, Camilla Cardoza, Rakia Jackson. And then we have the 2023 draft class where we have Aaliyah Boston, Maddie Seacrest, Diamond Miller, Haley Jones, Dorka Huha, Zaya Cook, Grace Berger, and Jordan Horston.
oh, this was
Start,
worse. This was worse. I thought it was just gonna be
start,
just
bench, cut,
I thought it
draft
was just
edition.
gonna be the players in the
Nope.
2025 draft. Oh, this got worse. Well, I can say
Um,
easily. I say easily, but it still hurts. But I'm definitely cutting 23.
Okay.
I feel like I'm cutting 23. Oh, I am in such a jam right now,
Because you love you some Rakia.
bro. Ricky is a bucket.
I know. That's why
cause
I'm saying
cause
it.
past the big two from that draft, they have a good little squad going. But 25,
mhm.
like they were some ballers too, and I'm real. Oh. You
And I know
know,
how much he loves Anissa.
yo, I have to. Yo, I really, because she's a dog. I'm sorry, like that's my homie.
Give me that.
That's my homie. I love how the way she rebounds. But oh, I think I'm gonna. This is so hard. I think I'm gonna start 25 and I'm gonna bench 24.
Okay. I didn't think this was hard for me. This is
Oh,
easy
Oh,
peasy. I'm cutting 23. Um, I'm actually doing the same thing. I'm benching 24 and starting 25.
easy. That was wild. What you?
It was easy for me.
it was easy
Wow.
for Gabs.
It was a clear, well, I just don't know if you can argue like yes, the other 2 years have a lot of talent, but I don't know if you could argue with this year, the 2025, just
Wow.
because of how many players there are. I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry.
Okay, you have the big two, right? You got Clark and Reese. We get it. Yeah, I mean we already know who they are. Will you tell me past
But
that?
before she
I
got
mean,
hurt, she was hooping.
like
Rakia
her,
Jackson was hooping.
Aaliyah
Camilla
Edwards,
Cardoza. Yeah.
Layla Lacan. Let's not forget she was there too. She just took a little gap year, like she was in college. But I'm just,
She's like,
dang.
no, this is easy for me.
Gabby was like
I don't
upset.
know. My brain just went straight. It just like picked right away. So,
Wow.
We are going to do this before we get to this draft of our own. We're going to do start, bench, cut, most improved player
Uh,
edition.
okay.
Veronica Burton, Dejanay Carrington, and then Satu Sabli. Start, bench,
Oh.
cut.
I knew it got bad because
Okay, this one's hard.
I immediately when she said most improved player, I was like, just trying to pick between Burton and Carrington alone was already in my brain hard. And then
And
I
then that
thought
year,
about it, and then you were
Satu.
like, saw two, and I was like, and then it got worse. Ay, ay, ay. This is such a mean segment.
I don't want to do this, but
You have
Yeah, this
to.
one ain't easy, is it, Gavin? This one ain't easy though.
I hope that none of these players ever see a clip of this. I'm so sorry. You're all amazing. Um, so unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to cut Veronica Burton.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. And I think, oh God, their faces.
I can't believe you just got
This
Veronica.
one's hard, 'cause it's kind of more defensive versus offensive, if that makes sense for the other
and it's
NBA
crazy because
players.
every year them three when they won their year they went crazy.
They did, but I can't believe you cut Burton.
I think I think just because of her competitiveness, I'm gonna start Dejanay and then bench Satu. Just because of
What?
it's hard with them. Like I said,
Yes.
it's defense and offense type players. So, but I mean, we watched like Dejanay Carrington in person all season, and we got to see the growth. And I was actually very
Opposite.
impressed by it. I was like, she's winning that. I know she's winning that. I wrote an
Oh,
article
easily.
about it actually. I was like, her
The
case for
seatbelt season that was amazing.
yeah.
Well, you got DJ.
Well, that caught me so off guard because I'm gonna start Veronica Burton. I'm going to bench Dejanay, and this sounds wrong, but I'm going to cut Satu.
Okay.
I am going to start Dejanay, bench Veronica, and I'm gonna cut Satu.
Yeah,
Okay.
that seatbelt season was something
Right.
different. But
It
I mean,
was.
Agreed.
I mean, Burton basically dragged the
La-
expansion team to the playoffs in their first year. I feel like that was for her to be like cut. I was like, like that.
well,
That
now you have our thumbnails for
I know
sure.
we don't. I was thinking that in the moment that we both went, I was like, "Well, there's the thumbnail." I hated how much I knew that, but my first thought was, "Where's the thumbnail?" And
But
now we go to maybe the funniest part of this show because before we start, I have to laugh about how do we, the way that DJ had to learn, why does UConn have more stars than the entire conference is very upsetting. But if you didn't watch last week's, we did a UConn draft. And so at the end of the episode, if you got to the end and you watched all the way through like a loyal person, you know what this one will be. And we're going now with the sort of dead, technically will be revived in a year, Pac-12. So the simple rules here: if you've touched foot in the Pac-12 and you've touched foot in the WNBA, you are eligible to be in this draft. And we're going to switch up the order. Even though Gabby won, she will not have the third pick. And I say Gabby won because everybody on the internet was just like Gabby all the way, gave us no credit at all. I'm kind of offended.
I'm sorry,
Like
guys.
none. And I had some good names on my
No, like
squad.
not just for me. I was offended for you because I was like, you know what? I went third. I was throwing mine together by the end. I respect it, but they were
I
just
was
like
really like,
Gabby. I was like all the way. Excuse all the way. Excuse me.
not
I was
even a
like,
little
all
bit. You
right.
don't think we can take them to
Not like on the money line on a bet. Like you didn't give us no. They were like Gabby minus 2,000. Like they just gave you the sweep. I was like, hold on. Like that's
the
wild.
sweep?
I was like,
Sorry,
not even a
guys.
game. I was like, all right. But you know, I was ready this time. But C has the first pick. I will go second. Gabby third. We will kind of everybody go down the spot from last week. But C, once again, cue the draft music. C is on the clock.
I'm gonna go Miss Cynthia Cooper.
Oh, that was not where I thought you were going first, but
I
I will
don't think
take
that
it
either.
because
Where
I
is
know
that
where
on my?
I'm going first. Give me Lisa Leslie. I thought that was very much the 101, but thank you, C. I appreciate the clear. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You're
I'm
welcome.
gonna go Kelsey Plum.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, but when she broke the scoring record, it was, I think, a
Real.
60-point game.
Real banana peel. I still did not expect that to happen. But see, we swing it back to you.
I'm gonna go Miss Brianne January.
Mm.
Hmm. All
I knew
right.
you were gonna do that. I knew when I wrote it down on my list. I knew you were gonna pick it.
I did. I thought it wouldn't been that early. So I will gratefully take Tina Thompson. I feel like y'all just dropped me two great bigs, and I very much appreciate it. I'm thank you kindly right now.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with Neka Agumake.
That's a good pick.
I figured I'd do a big next.
Makes sense.
Give me
See?
Chene.
And
Damn, we're splitting them up.
I will once again say I can't believe she fell to me. But give me a Nescu. I feel like y'all really I'm really loving how this is turning out
We're
compared to last time.
strategically doing this.
I'm I'm loving how this is starting for me right now. This is great. This is going way better than I expected.
I'm doing this just because I'm going Dejanay Carrington.
Yeah. Ah, ha, ha, ha,
I told you I was gonna do it.
For those that don't know, DJ thought he had to slick one over the eyes because she played at Stanford, and I for some reason forgot that my fellow co-host Snowball. It was my fault. I had for some reason this belief that I was gonna sneak away with one. I
That
was,
and we all covered her together.
I really thought I had one. That's on me for really thinking that I had a shot.
It's
But
okay.
but see, we swing it back to you.
This is 4.
Yep.
Give me Jordan Canada.
Ooh,
Ooh, good
that's a
one.
good one. That is a good one.
She balled out
Well,
there.
even though I just had Cutter in our start bench, give me Satu. I'm really loving how this team is turning out for me right now. I'm really loving this right now. If I could have told you how I thought this was gonna go, it was not like this. I really thought I was gonna be struggling a lot more.
I think I'm gonna stick on the Stanford train and go Cameron Brink.
I knew she was going off the board soon.
Give me give me Monique Billing.
Ooh,
Okay.
Mo Billings. I like that for you. But once again, I would just say I appreciate it, even though I'm gonna go a bit big heavy to start. Give me Kiki Iriafen. Man, this is, gosh, if I really could have told y'all how many of these picks I thought I wasn't going to end up getting, I thought y'all were going to get me like last time.
I'm gonna go Harry McDonald.
Well, there's the first pick of mine to be stolen today.
Sorry.
That I had that one
Where we
hidden
at?
away.
6?
Yeah, we're
I'm running
moving
out of
way faster
players.
than last time.
I'm
This
running
is
out.
we're gonna hit a standstill in a bit, folks. Don't worry. We're gonna hit a very quick standstill.
Give me. Mm, mm, mm. Give me Rebecca Gardner.
Ooh, okay. All right. Like that for you. And as we mentioned her earlier in the show, for some guard play, I will happily take Noelle Quinn.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
I love you, Noel.
uh-oh.
I love
I
Uh-oh.
you,
studied this
Noel.
time. I'm trying to win, folks. I studied this time.
I love you, Noel.
I think I'm gonna go Haley Jones. I think she's underrated.
Yep.
Oh, back-to-back picks for me.
That's a good underrated pull there. And I was definitely trying to save her
Me
for
too.
later. Oh, very well.
Give me Laisha Clarendon.
Okay. And this is where I think I pull off my first sneak. You took my other sneak, but when we mentioned at least they had to step foot in the Pac-12, I did some thinking. And even though she graduated from South Carolina, she touched foot at Oregon. Give me pow, pow, pow. Give me Tahina pow. Yep, give me my girl pow, pow. I was holding that one. I was holding that one
We
in.
see.
I really feel glad I got away with that one this deep because I really thought y'all were gonna. I thought someone was gonna get me, and I was waiting for it to go left.
I have so many Stanford players. Um,
Yeah, it's that time we're about to hit a wall, aren't we?
I guess I'm continuing on that train. I'm gonna go Alana Smith.
Okay.
All right, we're down. We're at 8 now.
I'm running out of players.
Give me Michaela Odenier.
Oh, Onyanwere.
Odenier. Odenier. Remember the guy? Odenier.
Yeah,
Odenier. Odenier.
I love how we both had the same idea and did it at the same time. All right, well, I'm gonna go a little bit back in time here, and I only know this one because I know her son, who's a gold medalist and NBA center JaVale McGee. But give me Pamela McGee. Yeah, give me gold medalist mom, Hall of Fame mom for the win. That's a real like old school poll though.
This is crazy. Um,
Gabby's
but
like, I've
I
hit a
feel
wall.
like I feel like Stanford has so many players, but it's fine. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Jane Appel.
All right.
Go back a little bit.
I feel like we all have at some point dip in the time machine because,
What's this? 9?
yep,
Give
round
me a
9.
Dia. Give me a Dia Barnes.
Yeah, this is the part where we've hit a bit of a wall. You know what? I'm gonna go on one of my other Connecticut Sun rookies. Give me Rhea Marshall.
Okay.
Let's go Sammy Whitcomb.
That's a
Ooh.
good one.
I was gonna do another Stanford. I was like, I need to do it a little bit different.
All right. I'm gonna end mine on with a dog. So give me Natalie Williams.
Oh, thank goodness! I thought you would have steal my pick. I was scared. I was like, no, I don't have a backup. Give me Alyssa Peely.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm gonna end mine with Erica McCall, DB's
Ooh.
sister.
Mm-hmm.
The day I found out that they were like related, I was like, there's no like really? Like, why did I not know this? But I think it was around when DB had the twins, actually, because there was like this video of Erica and she was like, she had the babies, and she was at practice.
I think that's when I first found out too that they were
She was on,
like siblings.
Yeah.
I think she was on Indiana at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, at the
Correct.
end there, I almost went Jennifer Azzi, but I was like, I was like, I was,
There's still some names that we didn't pick
no,
too.
there's some
So
decent ones. There's some deep. I still laugh though. It's the UConn. The UConn draft was a bit deeper than this when you have a whole conference.
yes, a bit deeper. Yeah, but these ones like they made names for themselves for sure.
I'm hoping I win this time. I'm
We'll
hoping I'm trying. I'm trying to get a dub out here. And if not, then we'll definitely try to win the SEC draft.
stay
Stay
tuned.
tuned. Number one pick. but
Sure.
but yeah, I guess yeah, like that about wraps it up. I feel like this went faster than I thought. I feel like we definitely expect to hit a. I expected to hit a wall somewhere during this Pac-12 draft more than we ended up hitting, which I'm kind of grateful for because
I
that
think we just went different directions with the
yeah,
team
it
we
kind of
built.
worked. No one stole nobody's picks this time because last time we was snatching picks
You
immediately.
stole my Noel Quinn.
Oh, I did.
Mm,
I snatched. Oh, my
I
bad.
took Nay. I took Nay.
Well, I knew you were gonna do it. You said it. You said it earlier when I was like, "Oh, is that?" I was like, "Oh, so as long as they play in the Pac-12, you're like, well, these Nate counts." And I was like, "Oh, never mind." I when I was having my draft board, I really just scratched her off. I was like, "There's no way she's dropping to where I want to take her." So I was like, "Oh well, I'm just gonna take my L there and keep it pushing." But all right.
That's on.
Um, I guess that's it, right? I don't think we have nothing else on the schedule. But tune in next week for
Yeah.
our SEC draft. DJ will have number one pick. I think if we've watched the show, you know who I'm picking, but I'll leave it up for interpretation for about a week.
Goodbye.
Appreciate everybody for watching. Toodaloo.